Let go. Go with the flow. Trust the universe. Life is a vacation. All of that sort of makes sense and gives you hope and peace of mind when you read it, but for some reason isn't as effective when, rent is due, or God forbid, a loved one is sick. The chances of us all being here are so small that the mere understanding of this very fact should make all of us perpetually ecstatic, blissful, and worry-free. We've all won the lottery. We made it. We've arrived. Yet somehow, especially once you're all grown up and on your own, it doesn't really feel like it, does it? Or is it just me? Life is a vacation. That's a beautiful expression. It would fit perfectly on a t-shirt or on a coffee mug. Great to say, but harder to feel. It's almost like those automated responses we spit out when people ask us about how we are doing. It's all right, I'm hanging in there. Well, business as usual. Crossing the T's and dotting the I's. Playing the game, enjoying the ride. This life is a vacation. Easy to say with a fake, contorted smile, right? But harder to feel. Let go, surrender, trust the universe. Let the flow take you where you need to be. And things will open up to you and manifest in ways you couldn't ever imagine. That seems to be the message coming from all sorts of gurus and channels. Again, easier to grasp, rationalize, and give it a like than to actually feel. And damn close to impossible to practice at times. I think that the notion of living a full life and really making the best of every moment is a bit twisted. Surely a full life is a life of meaning and responsibility on a personal level, and it comes down to making cool things through your work, making cool people who can be a force for good in the world, and generally making today a bit better than yesterday. Surely that's a better definition of a full life than, stop and smell the roses or some other lazy, self-indulging attitude. And if so, well, living a full life can not only be satisfying and worthwhile, but also hard, impossibly hard. And for the most part, when you are in it, like properly in it, there's no bandwidth left for gurus and teachings and new spiritual practices. Are you kidding me? I'm not dismissing any of that, by the way. I'm just saying that it needs just as much attention and dedication and discipline and energy as anything else. You cannot watch a TikTok video and have a mild epiphany while, let's be honest, sitting on the toilet and hope that tomorrow you'll start walking through life with an extra pep in your step and a certain ease that just says, life is a vacation. Please, as soon as your head hits the pillow, all of your demons come back out and your sudden epiphany stays in the toilet. That stuff is work, and it takes time. Time that regular adults with responsibilities may not have. Okay, so while we're being bombarded by spiritual messages old and new that are easier to rationalize but hard to act upon, while our spiritual awakening is taking its damn time, and while we are becoming, what is there to do to make the process smoother, less painful, and hopefully a bit more efficient? I'm no guru, but here's what I figured out works for me. Regular guy with struggles, with ups and downs, and his share of blessings, but also bumps in the road. I really try to focus on these and check them regularly. Okay, so number 1, know yourself. Disclaimer, this one takes time, and you can only really get there by trying different things, by breaking your own habits and willingly exposing yourself to a wide spectrum of experiences. And I promise you, If you do that, you may become one of your favorite people. Number 2, understand what you want and act on it. Both components of that sentence are hallmarks of maturity, by the way, I feel. Really questioning and really knowing what you want and then taking concrete steps to move in that direction, even if it's tiny little baby steps. Number 3, eliminate micro stresses from your life. I feel sometimes small things pile up in more painful and insidious ways. But good news, they're small and easier to handle. It's just a matter of being conscious of them and then eliminating them one by one. This could be micro habits that don't serve you anymore, some thing that's lying around in a place it shouldn't be, some small responsibility or chore you hate, or the opposite maybe. A tiny chore that's still not done can cause micro jolts of stress, and it all adds up. So a bit of regular cleanup and maintenance in that sense will go a long way. Number 4, choose your partner wisely and speak up when things don't work out. That's all I'll say about that for now. Number 5, focus on one thing at a time. Focus on one thing at a time. You have more than one area of your life that needs an overhaul? Take them one by one. Do your priorities as you will, but focus on one thing at a time. So, know yourself, understand what you want, and actually act on it. Eliminate micro stresses, choose your partners wisely and speak up, and focus on one big thing at a time. Approaching it in this way allows you to create a baseline, a safe space mentally, but also physically, a home base, if you will, a haven, a castle, a refuge to come back to. Once that is set up and sort of working, only then can you endeavor to go out and conquer the world. Become the king of your own castle first, the master of your own domain.